Welcome back. Thank you for clicking on the video. If you're new to the channel, my name is William Ramos, and I'm Woody That Glass Guy here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. Today, I'm making this Rick and Morty piece, Carta attachment with the portal gun mouthpiece, the colored window to see the stuff travel through it. This thing is crazy dope. Look at that. Look at all the details on Rick, the details on the portal gun that he's holding, jumping into this dimension. This thing was a lot of fun to make. I'm gonna be going into details on how I made it. So yeah, stay tuned. Thank you again for watching. I love you. Okay, and before we start, this is a Carta attachment. It goes on the Carta. This is the Carta. Fits perfectly. Pretty cool. Let's get into it. Alright, so this is how it starts. This is the portal I'm going to be making with Rick and Morty jumping out of it, right? So I get the greens that match as close as possible, and I get a clear tube and stripe it down, and this is what I get. So now I have a tube with all the greens that I have matching the design I want. So now I'm going to twist it up and make that swirl so that when I blow it out and flatten it, it's going to be that swirl of the portal of them twisting it up. I don't know. It looks cool. This thing was actually the second time I tried it. The first time I did it, it actually exploded on me. This piece actually took me 3 days to make. The first day, I was deciding how the hell I was going to make the portal. I made one and I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't like it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it in the kiln and I tried. And you know what? Thank God I did that and I didn't rush this thing, because this one came out so much better than the first one, and it's exactly how I imagined it. So moving on, now I'm making the portal gun. So this is what it starts with. I'm just going to get some gray glass, coil pot a little section, and then after I coil pot it, I'm going to blow it out to be smooth. And I actually layered some clear glass over this, so that's why it looks even more polished. So here's a rough shape of the portal gun, and I popped that hole on top to put that clear window that by design it looks like the portal gun, but it's also a window to see the smoke travel through the piece. It's gonna be really dope. I'm excited looking just up. When I was building this thing, I couldn't stop smiling. I loved it. So here we go. Now that I got the portal and the portal gun basically made, I gotta start focusing on the characters. So here you see me making Rick. No, boom. He looks crazy. I was having so much fun making these characters, man. I loved it. Alright, so here for Morty, I'm using a slightly different tone of skin just to match his color on the cartoon a little better. So boom. Now I'm making the hands and the details of the portal gun. I'm making all the little details of the character to get it ready for the piece. Now that I get that done, I'm going to focus on what I'm going to do for the perk. At first I wanted to do this bent style, but then I decided to do it straight. It just made more sense and it gave like a better fit for the piece itself. Now I gotta make one of the most complicated parts of the piece, in my opinion. This is like a little section that allows you to fill up the chamber with water and doesn't allow the water to travel down into the device. It's a mission and it makes the piece a lot more complicated, but it's necessary and we got it done. Alright, so moving on. You see me attaching the portal onto the clear piece that's gonna go connected to the Carta itself. Here I opened up the hole, just perfect size to be able to drop the perk inside of it and then weld it and then continue on to the next step, which is putting on that clear tube that allows the water to fill up in the chamber. Here it is. And then once I got that done, I was initially gonna put the portal gun directly onto the portal, but then I thought I could use uh, the portal raise as a neck and give it more of a longer neck to help with splash. I thought that was a good idea, so I went for it, and I'm glad I did. It came out looking amazing, and the effect of the raise just looks cool. I don't know. So there we go. Like I said, I can't stop smiling when I was making this thing. So here we go. Now I put this weird bent blow tube to allow me to finish off the bottom and pop the hole and make sure everything's nice and perfect. And once everything's nice and perfect, it's on to the final step, which is popping up the hole for the mouthpiece. And boom, there it is, guys. Thank you for watching. If you stuck around to the end, make sure to subscribe. I really appreciate you. And here's some close-up shots of the piece. This thing took 3 days to make, and I squeezed it into a 5-minute video. That being said, make sure to leave a comment. Make sure to subscribe. It really helps. I love y'all.